going on, my PGA DFS fans? Welcome to the Awesemo YouTube channel, where I, your host, Jason Rouslin, or find me on Twitter at DFSGolfer23, is going to give you the top 5 sleeper picks for the Mexico Open, or at least my top 5 sleeper picks for the Mexico Open this week, a new event where Jon Rahm is dominating the headlines, as he is, in fact, maybe the only good golfer here in the field. All these golfers are very good golfers, much better than me, of course. Jon Rahm, on the other hand, though, he is the only top 5, top 10, top 15 ranked golfer in the world here to compete this week, and an overwhelming favorite, which will lead to very high ownership. But with that high ownership going to Rahm, we've got plenty of spots outside of him that certainly will be low owned this week. Let's go into them right now on this short form video sponsored by Yahoo. Let's start off with Brandon Wu. Now, if you follow me, I've been high on this guy for some time, a couple of years now. Graduated with Colin Morikawa, Matt Wolff, and Viktor Hovland, competed and beat them on a consistent basis for a couple of years, for Hovland and Morikawa's sake, for more than 2 years in college, but decided to stay in school a little bit longer so he could play on a Walker Cup team and do a couple of other college-y type things. But that set him back, and then COVID hit, and that really set him back. He had to go to the Corn Ferry Tour, ended up doing so, came in the top 25 and got his PGA Tour card, and struggled in the beginning. Now, he's reeled off 4 straight cuts, including last week at the team event with Patrick Rodgers, and seems to be playing a lot better. Now, his strokes gained, which we're going to go into right now, may not suggest that. He's ranked 184th off the tee, 203rd around the green, 111th on the approach, but is a pretty good putter, ranked 68th. So for Brandon Wu, I'm looking at past performance, when he came out of college, the accolades that he had, plus getting into some form. I mean, his top-end form was a 3rd place at the Puerto Rico Open just a couple of weeks ago. Excuse me, Dominican Punta Cana Resort Championship there, not Puerto Rico. I get those confused sometimes. I've been to both islands, too. It's not like they're any way alike. I should know that. In any case, back to Brandon Wu. Like him a lot this week. He's projected at just 3% owned and seems to be playing a lot better over the last month. Next guy that's also playing a lot better over the last month is Wyndham Clark. He's coming in at just $7,600 this week on DraftKings and is the minimum price on Yahoo, just $20, and comes with low ownership, projected around 5% on DraftKings. Had a very nice week with partner Cameron Tringale last week at the Zurich Classic, plus made the cut at the RBC Heritage. So he's got a couple of things certainly going in the right direction for him, and has a very good start. In fact, one of his best PGA Tour starts was one of these island events in a weak field. It was the Bermuda, where he ended up coming in 2nd there, but still has the ability to hit the ball a long way. It seems to be coming into form with everything else. So let's take a look at his strokes gain rank. Ranked 87th off the tee and 39th with his putter. A good combination to have at an event where a lot of scoring chances are going to be had on par 5s and short par 4s. He should be able to take advantage of that with his distance. Now, he does get into some trouble on his irons and around the green, ranked 166th on his approaches and 162 around the green. All right, next golfer I want to talk about is having an awful season. Very bad. A good golfer that won the Houston Open not too long ago, but has not performed well this year. However, maybe coming to his home country's Open in Mexico will turn the tides for Carlos Ortiz. He's coming in at $8,600 this week. Sticker shock is certainly there, but that's bringing 3% ownership, very low for Carlos Ortiz, who still ranks inside the top 100 in both ball striking categories, 99th with his driver, or off the tee, I should say. 71st on the approach, 206 around the green this year, though, and 119 putting. So if the short game flips this week and the ball striking improves a little bit, you can expect to see Carlos Ortiz pull off his first top 15 or 10 this week here in Vedante. Next, I want to talk about is Brendon Todd. Sticker shock here, certainly for these next 2 golfers, as Todd is the highest priced he's been all year at $9,300. Speaking of golfers that win on an island at a weaker field event, Todd certainly has done that twice and has done that even here in Mexico. So keep an eye on that. $9,300 for him. What I like, though, is Todd has been heating up with his putter. Beginning of the season wasn't going great, but now has climbed all the way to rank 5th in strokes gained putting on the season, 50th around the green, 122 around the on the approach, and 189 off the tee. Had a good week at the Zurich Classic with his partner Chris Kirk making the cut, and came in 26th at the RBC Heritage a couple of weeks ago. So for Brendon Todd, I know the price is high, But at only 4%, you can put him in roughly 10% of your lineups, get 2.5x the field, and certainly play a golfer that is playing much better in recent times. Speaking of playing much better in recent times, it seems like every time this golfer gets to go to Augusta, his game flips around. And guess what? He's going to get to do it again next year, as he came in a tie for 10th. And of course, the top 12 golfers from each Masters get to go to the next one. Cameron Champ, hopefully, though, won't have to worry about that exemption. But at this point, he still does, coming in at $9,400 this week and just $4 on Yahoo, with an ownership of less than 10% right now. We haven't projected it 3, but I expect after talking with my buddy Alex Baker last night that that'll climb up a little bit over the week. Still, for Cameron Champ, we know his top-end form is winning form. But the putter has to come. His irons are never going to be good enough solely for him to win an event. We know that you can't win an event solely based on your driving either. And while he is one of the best, ranked 19th this season, he needs one of his other statistics, most notably his putter, his putter to wake up. And if that is a top 10 in the field on a week, and his driver is able to spray it all over the entire golf course, although he's been pretty good about spraying it, he keeps it pretty consistent, as long as he's able to pull out his driver in most places on the golf course, which he will be able to this week, it's certainly an advantage. So look for Cam Champ this week at less than 10% owned to pair up with your John Rahm or your Abraham Answer as the second golfer in, and know that you have some top-end upside. So, okay, let's go 5-1 again before I tell you about an Awesemo deal I've got going on with Yahoo. We got Brandon Wu, Wyndham Clark, Carlos Ortiz, Brendon Todd, and Cameron Champ. So that'll do it. A Brendon and a Brandon on this week's team of 5 sleepers for the Mexico Open. Also want to let you guys know to like and subscribe to our channel here. We've got content coming out all of the time. Plus, we've also got our OddsShopper YouTube channel where we've got great sports betting content. Both Ben and I are on it every single week, not just for golf, but for so much more. So thank you to that, and thank you to Yahoo. Continued support. We've got a sweet deal going on with them right now. If you're not already signed up over on Yahoo, all you got to do is sign up, enter your first paid contest, and you will get a free month of Awesemo Plus Platinum for your sign up on Yahoo. That's right. You're going to get projections to almost every single professional sport out there that offers DFS. And before you know it, NFL will be back soon. So a great time to join us here on the Awesemo Plus side. So until next time, everybody, thank you for joining me on the Sleepers video for the Mexico Open. Of course, make sure you join us on Live Before Lock. Ben Raz and I, 8 o'clock Wednesday night. We'll break down everything from the previous 2 days and give you our top picks for this week's slate. So until next time, everybody, good luck, and we'll see you on the other side. Cheers.